and welcome to The Message. I'm Ben. Today on the show we're looking into government surveillance, YouTube partnerships, reality TV, and we're also joined by musician Kieran Cox to discuss his brilliant new single, Win Some, Lose Some. I tell you what, it really is a great song. We're also lucky enough to get a sneak preview of the music video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Now, I'm sure all you bookworms out there have definitely heard of George Orwell's novel 1984. In the book, the government can watch the public anywhere at any time and nothing is ever kept private. The whole country is pretty much one big episode of Big Brother. But is fiction turned into reality? Our reporters Fran and Venetia have the story.
CCTV. How aware are you of being watched? The average citizen is caught on CCTV around 300 times a day by some of the 2.5 million cameras that are in operation around Britain. And not only are you being watched, as of May 2012, government schemes aim to start monitoring people's online activities, emails, phone calls and texts. However, do you think this will improve safety and security? Liberty Human Rights Group are one of the most prominent activists against new surveillance plans, claiming that the proposals are turning a nation of citizens into suspects. Which leaves the question, how would you feel if a record of every text, email and call you made was stored for possible access by the government?
Hi, I'm Venetia. I'm here at Winchester Uni to ask the students what they think about the new government surveillance plans, and also, more local to home, about the new CCTV cameras going into the town centre. How would you feel if a record of every text, email and call you made was stored for government use?
I would not like it. It's very intrusive.
I think it's a little bit weird, a bit creepy, but I feel like it's only a violation if you have something to hide. So you don't need your privacy if you're not doing anything wrong.
I feel like it was invading my privacy, and that they can't really do that. I shouldn't do it.
I don't really think it's on. It's sort of like, it's sort of like an invasion of privacy. I can see why it can be useful if you want to like stop crime and stuff, but maybe it's too far. Maybe it's too far when you've got every single person's email and text.
Also, they're planning on keeping all your internet history, and they could tell you which computer you're using. How does that make you feel?
That doesn't really bother me that much. I've got nothing to hide on there. Like, I can see it could be useful if we're trying to stop, like, I don't know, like terrorists or like
yeah, I guess it could catch some crimes.
Like bad people on the internet.
As well as these government plans, Winchester City Council are introducing more CCTV cameras around the town. Do you feel more safe or more violated by this?
I feel violated by it. It's like Big Brother society, isn't it? They're always watching you 24/7.
I feel far more violated. It's an invasion of privacy.
Like, it's good for stopping crime, but when's enough? Enough's enough.
Well, there you go. Turns out you never know when you're going to be caught on CCTV. So watch out, guys. I think I might start misbehaving on camera. As always, I'd love to hear what you guys think. So send your tweets to @MrsWinch to have your say. Now, everyone knows about YouTube, the video site full of dancing cats, singing babies and talking dogs. But did you know you could actually make a lot of money from your videos? You'll be absolutely amazed. Here to tell us all about it, we have Lucy reporting for us.
After getting more and more popular and Google buying it in 2006, YouTube started up their partnership program. This allowed YouTubers to gain more subscribers, improve their skills, and most importantly, make money from their videos. To become a partner, it all depends on the amount of subscribers and the amount of views your channel has. The more you have, the more money you'll gain. There are different types of partnerships available. When you first start, you'll have adverts in and around your video, but you'll only gain money from them if your viewers click on them or watch them all the way through. Once you gain more popularity, the partnership will allow you to brand your channel, so you can use banners and thumbnails. The top earners on YouTube are vloggers, such as Shay Kyle and Jenna Marbles. Not all famous YouTubers are vloggers. Some make short sketches and parody videos, such as Shane Dawson and Smosh. The top earners on YouTube earn about £65,000 to £200,000. It's not what you'll be earning in the next month, but with a good idea, you too could become a YouTube partner. It doesn't have to be a complicated idea either. You could just go around London and film supercars.
Well, I was up in London with my dad and just saw all the cars about and just started filming. me and my friend went up again, and we just carried on doing it, and it became a hobby. So we just emailed Google with our targets and stuff, how we were going to break them, and then went from there. It's time consuming to get the material. It takes about 4 or 5 hours up in London every day. Once I've done that, I'll either go home. If it's something that I can just put up straight up to YouTube, I'll upload it straight away. And then the sort of longer videos or compilations are edited in an editing suite, which take up to about 2 to 3 hours. After seeing how huge it's got with 44 million views and 24,000 subscribers, we've just sort of created a community where people film cars and like cars. I've actually created a website now called supercarscene.com, where everyone that is filming cars uploads to this channel and can discuss forums, topics, anything to do with cars. And I've just started a blog as well, One Side to the Other, where I'm talking about how I've got from filming cars to hopefully, with the partnership and where I'm going with my business and website, to the other side where I'm hopefully driving the cars in 2 to 3 years' time. It's just given me a similar figure to a part-time job, as I'm doing it 2 months a year. Once I finish uni, I'm just going to continue to grow it to become the biggest car YouTube channel, hopefully in the world, with the plans that I've got. And yeah, I have been told by people that I can make a living out of it. Yeah, I think it's great that they want to get involved and help people like me that have just got a hobby, and it's just something that you can turn into a business or even just a bit of extra money. So yeah, it's great fun. I love making the videos. Like I said, it was a hobby, and it still is a hobby for me. I do it every day.
Being a YouTube partner is open to anybody and everybody. All you need is a camera and a good idea.
So there you go, guys. All you got to do is become a YouTube sensation to earn up to £200,000 a year. It seems so easy. So if you're the next Justin Bieber or a rising Korean superstar, make sure you try your luck by uploading your talents to YouTube. Now, I've always been proud of where I've come from, but I wanted to head back home to Essex to find out how others felt about the stereotypes they perhaps face on a day-to-day basis and the problems they may sometimes cause, such as the typical Essex girl or the lifestyle we supposedly live. We used to have an exclusive debate between journalism student Tom Jacobson and Hannah Baldwin, so sit back, enjoy and be room.
I'm at the University of Winchester to talk to 2 students who have some very strong opinions about reality television. Let's go and hear what they have to say. In recent years, Britain's television screens have been bombarded with reality shows, from the originator of the species, Big Brother, the arguably repetitive programmes such as The Only Way is Essex and Made in Chelsea.
But Channel 4 was never...
Stop! Stop! Please stop! So I want to start the debate off with a question, and the question is, with these recent reality TV programmes that are on air at the moment, how do you think they're affecting young people and their lifestyle and such?
Reality TV can push people to buy things. Look at X Factor, and like many arts like Cheryl Cole and other arts that appear on X Factor, their singles have gone right up to #1 because of like ITV's ITV's rating system. It may not be great and it may not be good at all, but it is the way that it's run, the markets are run, and that's how business is done, and that's how young people are exploited through reality TV.
Anything to say to that?
Well, I think they might be said to affect all members of the public in that way, and just saying that it's just young people seems slightly patronising.
No, yeah.
Because not all young people are completely mindless, and lots of young people probably don't watch this stuff.
Do you think reality television has a future in the industry? Do you think it's dying out, or do you think it will have a reboot? Will it become more fresh? Are there going to be more shows that are going to reinvent it at all?
I think it will always be around because reality TV is the easiest way of making big ratings and big money, because although shows like Towie, Geordie Shore, that will be going extinct, shows like X Factor and Britain's Got Talent and Strictly Come Dancing will always be around. As long as there are fit people, there will be reality TV, because the amount of fit people we have in this country is quite enormous. Because if people still watch reality TV, buy the Daily Mail, buy the Sun, and still vote for Conservative, then you know that the reality TV is still going to be hot.
I think that people just think they're that stupid, or the media itself tells us that we're that stupid. It's up to everyone to decide whether or not they take it. It's not that the entire population is kind of mindless in a certain percentage. They all do the same things because that's stereotyping like they do in every reality show.
That's our report from Winchester. Mixed views about reality television. Now here's Ben in Essex.
That's right, I'm here in the capital of fake tans, high hills and big cars to find out what the locals think about their larger than life stereotypes. Welcome to Essex.
I'm in Essex, girl. Shut up.
Is it all really about being real? Is there a side to Essex you don't see on the big screen? What do people expect when they hear the word Essex girl? Do shows such as Towie show the true representation of Essex? Well, I'm here to find out.
Tango, yeah. With the good stores that we've got and the expensive properties and things, it's a different type of person.
The accent, the whiny accent, about roughly one brain cell.
And they're not all orange and all like that.
So it seems no matter where we're from, we all seem to be proud of where we come from, no matter the stereotype. Anyway, I've got to shoot back to Winchester, but first, bit of fake tan to remind me of home. A lot of mixed views there, some definitely more painful to hear than others. So as we said earlier, we want to hear what you guys have to say. You do this by tweeting us at Mrs Winch or hashtag the message. But I'm sure you're not too harsh, because you know, we do have feelings as well. Now, we're very lucky to be joined by a special guest this week, acoustic artist Kieran Cox, who joined us in the studio to discuss his new single, Win Some, Lose Some. It's out next week, so make sure you guys get your copy. But first, here's an exclusive preview of the music video.
But there's a little saying to help those days go by. You win some, lose some, there ain't no crying. There is always the next time. You win some, lose some, there ain't no crying. There is always the next time. Beneath you, you want to give a sigh, but take that breath back in and hold your head up high.
Looks like an awesome video, but now I'm joined by the man himself, Kieran Cox. Hello, Kieran.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. Thank you very much for joining us today.
No problem.
So, when did you start making music?
I'd have to go back to when I was a young teenager, being bought a drum kit, getting in the obvious teenage rock band, and then wanting to become a bit more further forward in the stage. And
oh, so you started off in a rock band?
Yeah, blues, rock, covers, pubs, all that kind of thing, and then wanted to kind of be that singer, be that one at the front.
So how did you make the transition to rock to come into what you are today? It's obviously quite a mellow sort of...
The kind of poppy feel, I don't know, it kind of just... I went with where I thought I could sell, but also things that would still make me feel like I was staying close to my roots.
Definitely. Now you said with the bluesy, you can definitely understand that in the song and the video we've just seen. It is really like an upbeat, quite mellow tune, which again is very popular at the moment, and I'm sure it's going to do great. So what sort of other inspirations do you get your music from, and what sort of artists?
Mainly a guy called John Mayer, who I started listening to when I was quite young.
Well, Mum loves a bit of John Mayer.
Yeah.
Loves it.
He kind of found that crossover point for the blues and the rock and the pop, and keeping it relevant to people our age, and kind of
definitely. So what sort of things are you doing at the moment? You doing what accomplishments have you done? Have you got any upcoming gigs coming up?
I've done bits and pieces with the old club nights. A few artists that I've worked with. But as for Christmas, I haven't got many gigs lined up. I'm just trying to work on my own stuff and trying to get it out there and just try and set myself up for a good 20.
Because at the moment, as we've seen, I mean, it is all about building a fan base.
Absolutely, yeah, all about the social networking.
With artists such as Ed Sheeran started off as nothing, and now he's massive just through things like social networking, which is definitely the way forward now. Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there was obviously other routes. You know, they've got the talent shows, but Ed Sheeran seems to have given us that kind of that keyhole to get through, and we can kind of people like myself. There's plenty of us out there.
Yeah, for
got
sure.
That opportunity, and it's a bit more easy.
So, what artists, if you could say any, who would you like to perform with, or even just make a track with?
Look, I have to go back to John Mayer. I know it's getting a bit samey, but just the way he produces songs and gets the message across, and even with his live production as well.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for coming in today, Kieran, and I'm sure we all at The Message wish you the best of luck the rest of your career. Thank you very much. Well, unfortunately, guys, that's it for today, but we're looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow, where we're looking at obsession with social networking, hidden illnesses, and we also have another surprise guest on the show. So don't miss out, and we'll see you all next time.